The Silver Fox. Under a moonlit sky, Sebastian dashed through the misty forest, his silver fur gleaming as he tried to outrun the curse that bound him to this fox form. His once regal voice now reduced to silent thoughts, he pondered the sorcerer's riddle about 3 enchanted objects that could break his curse. In a small village near the forest's edge, Ava sat by her window, dreaming of the lands beyond her village, her heart longing for adventure. Rumors of the Silver Fox had reached the villagers, but Ava felt something different, a strange pull, a calling she couldn't explain. One night, as Ava wandered into the forest, she stumbled upon a silver glow, and there, in the shadows, was Sebastian watching her with curious eyes. "You're no ordinary fox," she whispered, kneeling as Sebastian's gaze held a depth that stirred something in her heart. Sensing her kindness, Sebastian approached cautiously, silently willing her to understand his plea without spoken words. Ava's instincts told her this fox was important, and with a determined breath, she decided to help him, no matter how mysterious the journey. The following dawn, Ava set out with Sebastian, unaware that the magical kingdom would soon unfold before her, full of danger and wonder. They hadn't traveled far when Orin, a mischievous squirrel with a knack for finding trouble, bounded onto their path with a cheeky grin. Orin claimed to know the whereabouts of the first enchanted object, a mystical gem hidden deep in the enchanted grove. "I hope you two can keep up," Orin chattered, scampering ahead while Ava and Sebastian exchanged a look of both hope and uncertainty. As they entered the grove, vines with emerald leaves seemed to whisper secrets, drawing them toward the heart of the forest. Beneath a great, ancient tree, they found the gem nestled within gnarled roots that pulsed with an eerie, otherworldly glow. But as Ava reached for the gem, the ground trembled, and enchanted vines sprang to life, wrapping around her and Sebastian. Thinking fast, Orin gnawed at the vines with his sharp teeth, freeing Ava just in time to grab the gem before the grove's guardians awoke. The gem glowed brightly in her hands, and as Sebastian touched it with a paw, he felt a warmth that hinted at the curse weakening. Orin squeaked with excitement, knowing the next object awaited in the icy peaks of the Frostfire Mountains, far to the north. Through forests and over rivers, they journeyed, Ava's determination growing as her bond with Sebastian deepened with each step. Near the mountains, the air grew colder, and the wind carried whispers of ancient magic that sent shivers down Ava's spine. A fierce snowstorm battered them, forcing them to take shelter in a cave where Sebastian curled close to Ava for warmth. Orin, perched on a ledge, shared tales of mountain spirits who guarded the enchanted objects, legends as old as the kingdom. When the storm cleared, they continued, but the climb was treacherous, the snow deep, and the mountain's ice biting and sharp. At the mountain's peak, they discovered a frozen lake, and at its center, a gleaming shard of ice, the second enchanted object. But a ghostly figure, cloaked in frost, guarded the shard, and its icy glare warned them to proceed with caution. Ava stepped forward, her voice steady as she promised to use the shard's power with respect and to help break a noble curse. Moved by her sincerity, the spirit allowed them to take the shard, its icy presence fading as Ava and Sebastian moved closer to their goal. With 2 objects in hand, the trio made their way toward the shadowed glade, where the final piece, a golden feather, awaited. Shadows twisted as they entered the glade, and strange sounds echoed, disorienting Ava, who clung tightly to Sebastian. The glade's guardian, a giant owl with golden eyes, demanded to know their purpose in its sacred domain. Ava knelt, explaining Sebastian's plight, her voice carrying a warmth and honesty that softened the owl's intense gaze. The owl tested their bravery, commanding them to face illusions of their deepest fears before earning the golden feather. Ava's illusion showed her alone, trapped in her village, while Sebastian saw himself forever as a fox, cut off from his true self. With Orin's encouragement, they broke free from the illusions, proving their courage to the owl, who granted them the feather. As Ava took the feather, A soft glow surrounded Sebastian, a sign that the curse was weakening but still not fully broken. To complete the ritual, they needed to return to the kingdom's heart, where a hidden well of magic would release its full power. As they approached the kingdom, Sebastian grew apprehensive, realizing he was reluctant to return to his royal life. Ava noticed his hesitation and placed a reassuring hand on his fur, promising to stay by his side, no matter the outcome. In the castle's ancient courtyard, Ava placed the 3 objects, gem, shard, and feather, into the well, which began to glow. The ground shook as the curse lifted, and with a flash, Sebastian transformed back into a young man with silver-streaked hair. Stunned, Ava gazed at him, seeing both the prince and the friend she had journeyed beside in his eyes. Sebastian, overwhelmed with gratitude, knelt and thanked Ava, his heart torn between returning to his royal duties and staying. Orin scampered onto his shoulder, chirping that their adventure wasn't over, hinting at more wonders beyond the kingdom's borders. Looking at Ava, Sebastian realized that his destiny lay not in royalty but in helping her fulfill her dreams of adventure. Hand in hand, they left the castle behind, each step taking them farther from a life of rigid duty and closer to a life of freedom. Ava's heart swelled with joy, knowing she had found a true friend who valued her dreams as much as his own. Together, they journeyed into the unknown, exploring new lands, facing challenges, and building a legacy of kindness and courage. Through deserts and oceans, they traveled, their bond growing stronger with each adventure and every danger they overcame. The kingdom would remember them not just as the prince and the village girl but as the brave souls who chased dreams together. In time, tales of their journey spread, inspiring others to seek their own adventures and to find friends who believed in them. Villagers whispered of the prince who gave up royalty for friendship, and the girl who found a family beyond her village. The enchanted forest, the Frostfire Mountains, and the shadowed glade all held echoes of their courage and loyalty. Orin remained their loyal companion, his mischievous spirit a constant reminder of the joy in even the simplest journeys. Whenever they needed guidance, they sought out new lands, their lives filled with wonder and stories shared under starlit skies. Sebastian's silver-streaked hair became a symbol of his adventures, a reminder of the silver fox who once roamed the forest. Ava's heart held memories of their journey, the challenges, and the friendships, her dreams no longer confined to her village. Together, they faced the unknown, finding strength in each other and choosing a life of freedom and friendship. Their journey continued, each step a new chapter, a testament to courage, and a story of 2 souls forever bound by trust. In the magical kingdom, they became legends, the prince who became a fox, and the girl who helped him break free, bound by adventure.